everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Killer Smilez, aka Yoshio, and welcome to my channel. Alright you guys, so for this week's video, I decided to do a Q&A video, but not just any Q&A video, a back to school Q&A video, because it's August, a lot of you are going back to school, and what better way to start off, you know, your school year with a little bit of advice, a little tips and tricks, you know. So that's what this week's video is going to be about. I asked you guys on Snapchat to send me all those questions you guys had on how to, like, you know, how to go through the year or whatever, and I actually got a lot of questions, but I decided to pick only 10 out of those. Like, I think I got like 50 questions sent to me, 9 or 10 questions, because there were a lot of questions. So if you guys want to be featured in any future Q&A videos, make sure you guys follow me. I'll leave my, you know, thing right here at the bottom, my little snap code, so make sure to follow me to be featured in upcoming, you know, Q&A videos. Then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell at the bottom, and if you guys like these little tips and tricks, make sure to share it with your friends and family who are going back to school, because maybe they can use these tips as well. So without further ado, let's get to the Q&A. And alright, so for the first question, you guys, Chavez Ashley asked, how to make friends easily. Personally, I feel like making friends, for me at least, it's not very hard. I'm a very outgoing and, like, you know, friendly person. So I guess the very first thing to do is to make sure you're, like, you know, for one, don't have a resting bitch face, because no one's gonna want to talk to you. And the other thing would be, if someone wants to approach you, be opening and welcoming. Don't be stuck up. Make sure, like, you're very opening and welcoming. If someone says hi, just say hi back. Or if you want to be, like, daring, and, you know, you see someone, make sure it's someone you can go up to and just be like, hi, you know, or just small talk. Honestly, like, just break the ice in the most easiest way possible. Do not make it awkward. If you're shy, because I'm ridiculously shy sometimes when it comes to meeting new people, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone just a little bit and just be kind of, like, you know, open and out there, because that just helps a lot. It makes the process easier in making friends, and you just, instead of being like all shy, quiet, and awkward, it just makes the process a lot easier. So that's that too. Alright, question number 2, OMFG 10 and 15 asked, how to manage school and work. Alright, so for this one, from personal experience, again, I tried managing going to college and to having a job. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys the very, very sincere truth. If you guys are living at home with your parents and don't have to work, you don't have to pay bills, trust me, it's the easiest way to deal with, like, school. Because when you're in a situation where you have to pick work and school, it gets really hard. Yes, I know people want to make money. I know you're, like, motivated to, like, you know, have your own money to go out and go do stuff, but trust me, education is it's way more important. Actually, having 2 jobs and going to school, it was a nightmare, because I went from being an A and B student in high school to, like, just not doing my best at all in, like, you know, college. Do your best, and, like, you know, knowing what your priorities are. Like, you know, make sure you have time for yourself, you have time to go to school, have time for work, and you have time for friends. That's, like, the most important thing I would say, because it's gonna be hard, but you have to, like, you know, depending on your schedule, you have to realize, like, you know, what's your priorities and what's not. So that. The next question comes from The Life of Mario, and he asked, how not to be a hoe/thought. Well, bitch, let me tell you, the first rule of not to being a hoe/thought is, if you're gonna be one, keep it low-key, because no one likes to know about your business if you're gonna be a thotty ass hoe, okay? Number 2, make sure you're looking cute or whatever, because if you're looking like, you know, a hoe/thought, like, you know, people gonna call you out. So make sure you dress cute, you don't look bummy all the time, and if you look bummy once a week or whatever, it's cool, but don't be looking like, you know, a mess every single week, like, cause no one likes a hot mess as hoe. Just saying. And also, use protection, girl. So question number, I don't even know what number I'm on. The next question comes from Hona Lisa, and my bad bitch asked, how do you control your anxiety and depression? How do you suck a dick at school, and where? So, rule number 1 for controlling your anxiety and your depression. Music helps a lot. Like, trust me, like, just block out the whole world, listen to your bops, pop your pussy, whatever. That will go a long way, trust me. Now, how do you suck a dick at school? Well, here's the thing, girl. If you're gonna be sucking dick at school, you better be wise about it, because if you get caught, you know, you're gonna be looking like a hoe slash slut, and that's what you do not want to do also. But how do you suck a dick at school? The history building. No one goes in there. If anything, go behind the cafeteria. How do you suck dick at school? Well, one, you don't, because if you get caught, you're gonna be like, you know, the school's hoe. I remember a few of those when I was in high school. I'm not gonna say their names, but you know, what I'm gonna say is don't do it in the wrestling room, don't do it in the boys' locker room. Make sure you do it somewhere private, girl. Alright, you guys, so the next question comes from A.Ayon23, A.Ayon, I think. Alright, and she asked, how do you have hoes back home and not let them find out about your new ones? Girl, this is how you do it. 2 phones. One for the bitches and one for the hoes. Like, you gotta have 2 phones. Like, a separate Snapchat account, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And then this is your main phone, like, you know, for your main boo. Like, that's how you do it. The next question comes from Jackie Pineda, and she asked, what is your go-to outfit when you're running late to class? Girl, baggy sweats, a comfy hoodie, and I like high tops, so high tops. The next question comes from YoGirl.Ashley, and she asked, what was the most rated R thing you've done at school?
I'll be straight up. When I was in high school, I wasn't into like, you know, flings or anything, because like everyone at my high school knew each other. Like, you know, and since I'm part of the bisexual team, a lot of the gays knew each other. So it was like, everyone was like all up on each other's pussies and shit. So it's just like, I couldn't, like, cause I would like have to talk to somebody, the whole row would have known. So honestly, the most rated R thing I did was probably like just kiss at school. Like, I would never like hook up at school, because why?
Okay, so the next question comes from S_Teto, and he asked, how can I show everyone at school I'm fucking lit and cool to be around? The way you can show people you're cool and lit to be around is just being yourself, obviously, and just like, you know, if you're a hype beast, then be a hype beast, because everyone loves a good hype beast. Like, trust me, like, I love hanging out with hype beasts because they're just so fun to be around. They're so lit. So make sure if you like to be like out there, like outgoing. Make sure you're able to go talk to people and like, you know, just be like outgoing, I guess, because if you're not outgoing, then you're not really like, you know, that. Also, if you have Snapchat, post like a lot of lit Snapchat stories, and that'll get you very far too. Question comes from P Thea 515, and she asked, what do you do when you get overwhelmed with homework, friends, and extra activities? What you have to do is you gotta take a deep breath, be like, okay, like, you know, what's my priorities? What do I gotta take care of? What am I focused on? And let me tell you, yes, friends are important, but friends are not gonna pay your bills. Friends are not gonna be there for you always. So make sure you have school as a priority. Make sure school comes first above all. Then from there, if you wanna be like in clubs, if you wanna be like, you know, in a sport, that should be your next one. That's stuff you wanna do. After that comes friends. Take the time to realize what matters to you the most, pretty much, and learn how to manage your time wisely with everything, with school, extracurricular activities, and friends. Simple as that. Manage your time. Alright, so the next question comes from Lily119, and she asked, what is the craziest college experience that you have done so far? Drop out. For the last and final question comes from CPT_Jesse, and he asked, alright, this is not really a question, but you can talk about the importance of being yourself. From personal experience, being someone you're not is so mentally and spiritually exhausting. There's a huge difference between acting like someone you're not and practicing new habits. Hopefully this helps. I've always believed in being yourself because, a little background story about me. When I was in elementary school, no one really liked me. No one talked to me because I was gay or acted very feminine, which is true, I did. But I was always the like stick out. I tried so hard to like, you know, not be. That way people would accept me. But all that did was like, it made it worse. You know, I pretended to be someone who I wasn't, you know, so I was just like made fun of even more because people could see through me, I guess. And then from being in elementary school to having like no friends, everyone hating me because I was like, you know, gay or whatever, I decided to be myself in middle school. When I was myself, it was like a whole new world because like people were nicer to me, people liked who I was, they found interest in me, like, you know, being myself was even better than being someone who I wasn't, because, you know, why take the time to like, you know, fake who you are? Like, love yourself, love who you are, because you're your own person. There's no one who is just like you, and why would you want to be someone else? Honestly, I prefer being yourself. Don't be someone who you're not, you know, and don't pretend to be someone just to like, you know, be that cool guy in school. Honestly, I prefer being myself because if people don't like who I am, I'm not going to take the time to be someone I'm not to impress others or to make others like me. That's my personal opinion. Always be yourself and embrace that. Embrace your individuality, embrace your uniqueness, you know, because no one's you. You're you, so embrace it. And you know, if people will appreciate you and love you much more being yourself than being someone else, honestly. Alright guys, well that wraps up this week's Q&A. There was a lot of different questions in here. I liked the variety and I hope you guys did too. I didn't want to go with like just one category. I mean, there was a few, I would say. So I hope you guys liked this. Hope this helped you guys out a bit, you know, with like, you know, your thoughts on school and, you know, being yourself and embracing it, because why not, you know? Alright you guys, well I think this is it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later. Bye!